What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we chopping this game over here, man. I had to tap into this one, man. So it looks like, and this happened yesterday, but it looks like when Lil Durk's and King Von's like a close dude to them. You know what I'm saying? He wore the OTF name, you know, so only the family. I think that's what it stands for with Lil Durk and them. But he wore the name, and that's OTF Bayzoo. Then I'm seeing THF Zoo. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people giving their condolences and stuff like that. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, it's like since Durk been locked up, he already faced some trouble, and then at the same time, that's how it seems to be going. He already had lost Von, and now, shoot, this cat right here, which I heard, like, he was supposed to have been pretty close with them, you know what I'm saying, so, and, you know, Durk doing his time, and, man, can you just imagine? I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people who's been through that, and I wouldn't want to be one, right, but that's what's happening. And like I say, a lot of people giving their condolences. And as you see right here, and there's actual footage, because, you know, of course, there's cameras everywhere nowadays. But there's actual footage, too, of how this went down. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you see right here to the side of me. You know, of course, I can't play it, but you can go find it, you know, if you go searching, right? And basically what it was, these cats was like at a trunk of a vehicle or something, as you see at the back of a vehicle. They was focused on something. Looked like somebody was working on something on a vehicle too, or doing something to a vehicle. And next thing you know, these cats come out the woodworks, out the cuts, blasting. You know what I'm saying? No warnings, no nothing, just straight target shots, blasting, pop, 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 two people. And you know they got something that's gonna fly quite a few bullets, and they did, obviously, because if you see the video, while the main cat right here is on the ground, they kept busting at him. That's one thing I noticed. There was some people trying to scoot away and all this and that, but even as this person was laying down, you see him just keep firing. It's crazy work. Like, I mean, who knows? I don't know, but you know, when cats live in these certain lives, you never know who they've been pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was seeing something about he was part of some group. I think the THF group that allegedly took Lil Zay Osama's chain or something like that, or watch, things like that. So you never, you don't never know how that went down and who remembers what. You know what I'm saying? And then of course with this Lil Durk stuff, they blaming him. I was just seeing something. They blaming him for a lot of, you know, for a couple of dang on bodies, and it makes me say, God dang it, as a rapper, what the hell is wrong with? Why would you want to get in the rap game and now be responsible for all these doggone bodies? Like, what the heck what's wrong with people? I mean, dog, how did the younger crowd come up on thinking just crashing out, catching a whole bunch of bodies is equals to anything? I'm trying to understand who the heck misled this younger generation. I mean, you know, good grief. And you can't really say it was the music, because our music, whatever music they came up on before, they were the ones making the music, was talking about making money. Yeah, we talked about firing off if we had to, though. It wasn't a thing of, hey, I'm a serial killer like Charles Manson and ba 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 for no reason. You know, I'm just a serial unaliver. Ba 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 ba. I mean, where is it? Don't make no sense. And then these sons of guns ain't never popping the right people. It don't seem like. And what I mean by that is just like, heck, if you got the energy and all this to be popping, why? How come you? Yeah, we could use that carelessness or recklessness of busing to be busing at some white supremacists or something. You know what I'm saying? At some racist people or hot dog. I mean, we need for these people who's against black people. We need that kind of energy and those kind of people for that. These cats just be bucking over because somebody said they wouldn't on Facebook or on the IG Live. Oh yeah, you not like that. Yeah, oh I'm sure you I'm like that. Oh I'm sure you like that. You not they be saying the simplest things. Oh you not like that. You not like that. You don't want you don't want no smoke. And then watch when I see you. Watch when I see you. And then when they see him, they really do it and record it, and then get caught. I mean, good Lord, this is like this right here. Like this right here. The way they came busting, you gotta tell me. You gotta be able to tell me that was a $5 million hit. You have to be able to tell me that this was a $5 million hit. And now these dudes who did the busting, they are about to get flown out of the country and not have to worry about nothing for the rest of their life. I know you're going to tell me that, right? I know you're not going to tell me that these cats did that kind of busting and now they're hiding out somewhere in the same neighborhood without a dollar to their name, without a dollar extra to their name for that work right there. You just no way you can tell me that these cats are back hiding around off in the neighborhoods, even in the same city, with not a dollar extra for that work they just did. You can't tell me that, right? But yeah, I guess that's the case, and that's what don't make no sense. I mean, good Lord, dude, like what the hell was wrong with everybody? And I don't know what he's done. He's probably the Zoo, THF Zoo may have put in some kind of work. I mean, if he was down with Durk and them and they acting like Durk just was putting money on people's head and putting this crew together to giving them the straps and all that just to put in the work. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what part he has played to earn his keep with Durk and them, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not, maybe none. I mean, but the way they came, he's done something. And like I say, they blaming Durk for like FBG cash, FBG. I heard them trying to blame for FBG, all kind of stuff. And so the thing is, well, the people who might have been doing all that handiwork for Durk, well, they're kind of left out here alone. They don't have that same financial backing to be able to keep them out of the city, off the streets, and all this and that. Looks like they're damn near trying to freeze all of Durk's cheddar so he can't fund certain things. And so his people are out there like sitting ducks now. They did put in all this work, done all this stuff, and now they're very available. And people ain't forgot about whatever Durk paid them to do or whatever they done on their own anyway. On some Chicago stuff or whatever, right? I mean, and so but dang, I mean, I just wonder where, I missed that. Was it when the Chicago music came out? But it was slapping, it sounded good. Where, I don't see where it should bring on a psychopathic mindset of you just unaliving people and then talking about some clout, and all these bodies, talking about bodies. I mean, come on. It used to be, that's one thing I will say, it wasn't good, but it used to be a purpose. And that it wasn't good, but it still was a purpose at least. It was because of this. With this, it could have been a because of situation, but at the same time, dog, like the people that took out young Dolph, all crashed out, and nobody benefit at all. And then there was somebody that got paid, was it only like $50K? And then it don't even matter if they didn't need it hurt, they didn't even get it. Like, what is going on? I just don't understand how. And then you talk to these people, you talk to people in areas where it used to be get money areas, and they're telling you like, nah, these youngsters out here ain't getting no money, man. They just posted with guns for nothing, basically, shooting for nothing. It's like, where is any awards or benefits to that? Don't you know any better? I mean, I don't know. I know at least back in the day, kids used to get thrown into gangs, and they used to look up to an older person. The older person go send them on a mission. You know what I'm saying? That, but it don't look like these old nobody. They were not listening to nobody older. They're just going on missions, crash dummy missions, which those were crash dummy missions too back then. But at least they thought they were doing something to come up in some kind of rank. There's no rank or nothing. There's only fear that this dude right here will really unalive somebody, and then so it becomes the fear becomes that strong. Somebody ends up unaliving him because they fear that he unalives people anyway. It's not making any sense. And when do people come to their senses and be like, you know what? Nah, it ain't worth it. Like at this point in the game, people, I mean, yeah, I don't know what people think they have to prove anymore is what I'm trying to figure out. But I guess when you're younger, the peer pressure must be a lot different nowadays or something. I don't know who, but I guess if you didn't come up under that generation and seeing people getting money and doing this and that, you didn't see it, so you don't know it. You don't even know what it looks like. But yeah, so like I say, man, out of the woodworks, these dudes coming like it's the most serious mission in life ever to unalive, right? Like I say, the way they did the shooting, though, you kind of tell me that was a $5 million lick, and then, of course it ain't not even a penny lick, a dollar lick. It's a prison crash out lick is what that is. Because you know they gonna get caught or unalived. They gonna get caught unalived. It's like, what was the benefit if you could stop these cats before us to say, hey man, what are you gonna benefit by doing this? You know, but in Chicago, it seems, well, not gonna just nowadays, it just seems to go on and on. But, yeah, so that's the case there, man. A lot of people showing condolences. 21 Savage, he said, I think he said to THF Zoo's wife, baby mama, what have you, that he's gonna look out for her and the kids and blah blah blah, or maybe even pay for the funeral expenses and stuff like that. And then I know from yesterday, a lot of people saying that he just got shot and then he was still in the hospital trying to recover. But of course it's official that he did get unalived. R.I.P. to him too. You know what I'm saying? He was 35, man, 35. So he wasn't just the youngest cat in the book anymore, like 22, 20. He wasn't even that young. He's actually getting up there in age, middle-aged dude. And these cats, whoever these cats is, felt it was that serious. Like they, doing this for the country. And it's too crash out. It's cringy, man. But yeah, they went and did that, man. Like I say, as far as Durk, like I say, a lot of his people out here look like they kind of like sitting ducks because they don't have them funds behind them. They don't have nothing going on. They have nothing to do. Durk is locked up. He's not going on tour. He's not taking them with him nowhere. He was the bread, right? And now they're, like I say, they picking them off, man. And of course, Durk going through it, I'm sure. Because he want to get out, and then at the same time, he ain't going to be able to come home to the same people that were here before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, and who knows when he's getting out? Because they keep on, they're investigating and they're pinning stuff on him or trying to. So, you know what I'm saying? But I had to drop some on this because, like I said, I saw stuff yesterday. It was acting, like he was recovering. And I'm not just familiar with him like that, you know what I'm saying? But the fact of him being down with King Von and Lil Durk and all them, and then all the condolences he's getting, is what made me, speak on it, because I see that he, didn't make it. And it's a cold game, and it's just so stupid though how the boys came busting like that. But hey, now if he maybe, I don't know, but maybe he has done something to somebody that these dudes know. Him and his clique has probably, or him or his clique has probably done something to them dudes, you know, before this happened, and they, finally got him. We see him, you know. Then some people saying, acting like, I think they was kind of making like Lil Zay Osama was, how these youngsters do now when somebody get unalived and all that, get to kind of taunting them, low key, stuff like that, making fun of it, But yeah, man, that's what's going on right here, man. Crazy work though, man. Crazy work. R.I.P. to THF Zoo. Like I say, it's crazy work. I don't feel, of course, what you do something to somebody, a lot of times they gonna come back, even if it takes a while. He wasn't expecting it the way they came up. He wasn't expecting it. Wasn't nothing fresh on his mind, I guess, to have to be looking around like that, because, he caught him off guard, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, though, man. It's crazy work out here. Like I say, tell me them boys got broke off big cheddar and they're out the country now for that kind of hit, right? Of course not. There's too many of these hardcore hits going on. That's why I be saying, like, man, we could use that kind of, recklessness when it's necessary, though. What's all this? Boy, I don't get it anymore. As far as the banging, the gangs, and all that, and spilling each other. Of course, somebody do something, you gonna do something back, and but I don't know what it's gonna take for things to simmer down on that type of tip. Because people lose people on both sides. It makes more anger. But I do know one thing. What we need as a whole, that'll stop a lot of it. And I feel like is the answer. I feel like that's the answer for Black Americans and our issues. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments, man. Another one over here, Game Chopper TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we are chopping this game over here, man.